welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. So glad to have you with us, our YouTube family. My name is AD Robertson. Yes, I am your success coach. And every day when we come on here and we do this live, that's right here on TikTok and on YouTube at the same time. The very first thing that we do, we have two goals, two simple goals. The first goal is to create a sense of connectedness and community where we love on each other, we connect with each other, we support each other. And this is a safe space for you. So that's the first thing you need to understand. The second thing, the second goal that we have is to create, we always have a conversation that is designed to be impactful and empowering at a meaningful level. That's right, at a meaningful level. So today is not unlike any other day up in here. So welcome in. We got an amazing talk lined up. We actually are in day 2 of a wonderful conversation that we started out with on yesterday. So welcome in. So glad to have you up in here. I see you, Janae. And listen, as we kick this thing off today, listen, let's love on our moderators. We truly appreciate them up in here. We got Fine Wine, Mimi, and Janae. If y'all would just, Mimi, Fine Wine, if y'all just kind of a little wave, a little quick, y'all love on them. Because if it weren't for them, because we get some crazies up in here sometime. That's just the nature of the beast when you go live on social media. So I'm so glad to have y'all up in here. Listen, y'all love on me, Fine Wine, and Janae. Thank y'all so very much. I truly appreciate you for being up in here. You guys are absolutely the best. But let's roll. If y'all are ready, yeah, they were trying yesterday. I mean, they were all the way live on YouTube. Oh, there's Sunshine. Good to see you. Good to see you up in here. Good day. All right, if y'all are ready to kick this day off, Willis is up in the building. Good day to you, sir. Good day. I love it. Listen, if y'all are ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Let's go. We're going to fire this thing up. If y'all are ready, let's go. Oh, it feels good. It feels good today. It feels good. Let's go. Thank you. Like, listen, like Willis is the celebrity now. What y'all got going on? Willis, they're telling you good day from over here. They talking about, hey, Willis, from the TikTok side. Janae is up in here. Yeah, you didn't see Janae? Yeah, Janae was over here. In fact, she was up here early. He said, good day back, fam. So y'all got y'all love. So go ahead on. I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you. Here we go. So we started off yesterday with a really poignant conversation because it is one that is dear to me for sure. It is a part of, hey, Lisa, good to see you on. It is part of my passionate purpose, if you will. And it is so vital and so important for me. Because one of the things that I love most about what I do is to be able to see people hit markers where their life is totally different. I love to see when someone they hit a space in their life where they're literally experiencing something fresh, something new, something powerful, where they are actually walking in everything that they've seen for themselves. I get absolutely excited about that. And I understand that there's a path to get there. And you have to realize at some point along this journey that you are limitless. That's right, that you are limitless. If y'all are with that, put limitless in the chat. You have no boundaries upon you. You have no limits placed on you other than the limits that you place on yourself. I mean, it's wide open. Life is wide open. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Welcome in, Jabs. I see you coming. I see you here. This is a wonderful time and a wonderful place to realize that you are limitless. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Willis. You are absolutely limitless. And so our conversation today is on day 2. We're picking up where we left off. On yesterday. And our topic is Limitless, a life beyond fear, doubt, and scarcity. That's right. And so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of bring everybody up to speed. We're going to do our little quick recap and bring everybody up to speed as to where we are so that everybody be on the same page. And so welcome in. And if we have any newbies in the building here on YouTube and on TikTok, if we have any newbies in the building, let us know that you're a newbie by simply putting newbie in the chat, please. If y'all would do that. Thank you so very much. I truly appreciate it. I appreciate it, like for real. Put it in there. If you are a newbie, put it in there. Jabs, good evening to you because we know it's nighttime over there on the continent. Yes, we do. Look, I know fine. Is that fine wine over here on YouTube? Fine wine. Well, how are you on YouTube? Wait a minute. This can't be our fine wine. Is this our fine wine on YouTube? This our TikTok fine wine. Jelena, listen, y'all love on Jelena over here for me over here on YouTube. Y'all love on Jelena. So glad to have you in here. Oh, Fine Wine says I'm a newbie. Okay, Fine Wine is a newbie. Fine Wine has dipped over. How are you the moderator over here on you? You know what, Mimi, you're gonna have to hold it down today. And over here on YouTube, we have two. We have two moderators. That's it. You trying to share. You trying to share it. All right, go ahead and push it on out. How y'all got you? Y'all are on both. Oh God, I love it. Listen, welcome in. I'm so glad to have y'all up in here. And again, y'all love on Jelena, please, and love on Fine Wine since she's new over here on YouTube. So we're gonna take that. So let's go. Oh God, I love y'all. I swear I do. We are living in a world saturated with noise, constantly. Hey, what's going on, White Bear? I see you. We are in a world that is saturated with noise. Saturated with conflict, fear, narratives, economic pressures. I mean, the world is upside down and it's twisting and it's turning and all that kind of good stuff. But we're at the right place. And so when we start talking about a limitless life, a life is not the absence of struggle. It's not the absence of adversity. Like we talked about this earlier in the week when we were talking about being on the journey and hanging in there and keeping with what we've seen for ourselves. And so I wanted to take this conversation yet another step further so that you realize that not only is the journey worth it, but you can get there much faster when you realize that you are powerful, that you are limitless. And so we're going to address those variables, how you're limitless. And if you don't feel as if you're limitless today, by the end of our conversation, I promise you, you'll be one step closer to embodying that version of yourself that is limitless, that is powerful, that is clear, that is focused, that is dedicated to yourself first and foremost, where you love on yourself just a little bit more, where you walk in your divine purpose and all of that good stuff. There it is. You know what? I appreciate you for you hanging out over here, Fine Wine, and you going back home. Very good, very good. So a limitless life is not the absence of struggle, but the mastery of self in the midst of the mess. In the midst of the mess. So as we continue to go through life, and we understand that resistance from our last talk this morning, this week, that resistance that you wind up facing on the journey is really designed to help to increase your capacity and take your life to the next level. Y'all remember that, right? You see that, you understand that, you vibe with it. If you vibe with that, put yes in the chat. So the invitation today is to stop outsourcing your power. Stop outsourcing your power to circumstances and to begin to reclaim internally who it is that you truly are and the limitless ability that you have. All right. Thank you, Jabs. Thank you, Songbird. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Willis. So the emotional climate of the world and strife, conflict, collective fear is not accidental. We talked about this on yesterday. Collective fear is not accidental. Thank you, Mimi, for those finger hearts. It's not. They are not accidental. It's contagious. We live in a world where social media is all around us. There's always a conversation going on. Thank you so much, White Bear, for my for my lights. You know, I really love those hanging lights. Those are really, really cool. I've always liked them. And so this world that we live in, this collective fear, it's contagious. We pass our emotions on to one another. We're connected because we're social and communal individuals, and because we're constantly finding ourselves kind of in this entanglement from a quantum perspective and an emotional and energetic perspective. Many of you, as we talked on yesterday, are empaths. You have a high level of empathy. So you're connected with people. So you're also gifted. You have gifts that we talked about on yesterday too. So watching the news and all of those things, we understand that watching the news, watching certain negative things on social media literally drives us into a place where we struggle with the environment, where we struggle with what's going on. We struggle with those external and internal narratives. And those narratives, they thwart our ability to be limitless because it taints the way we see ourselves and it taints the way we see the world. So watching the news before bed and waking up anxious without knowing why, not understanding those full dynamics, feeling heavy, even though nothing is truly wrong. Running into moments. Good to see you on Glam. Welcome in. Running into that. So the subconscious mind, it absorbs emotional tone long before the conscious mind forms an opinion of it. Because you are gifted, because you have the ability to feel energy, to sense energy, to understand people's emotional states, and you are gifted beyond you're gifted beyond measure. But the culture that you and I may have grown up in did not nurture or celebrate your unique gifts. And so the subconscious mind literally absorbs emotional tone long before the conscious mind forms an opinion of it. So a fearful world trains people to brace for impact instead of expecting expansion. And so what does that do? If you're bracing for impact, how can you live a life that's limitless? That's the tough part. How, if you are trained and taught in a world that is filled with fear, it's filled with fear. Fear is promoted. There's fear mongering everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's a reason to be afraid. You are afraid of the economy. You're afraid of the job market. You're afraid of the housing market. You're afraid of what's happening in this country, socially, politically. You're afraid of all of these things. And so as this climate, not just here in the United States, but around the world, as this climate is what it is a fear-based environment. It's really, really hard for people like you to express themselves in a limitless way, in a limitless capacity, because you have been the beneficiary. You and I, many of us, have been the beneficiary of a life that is driven by fear. Fear of loss, fear that we're going to lose something, fear that we'll lose the abundance that we have, fear that we'll lose our relationships, fear that we'll lose our health, fear that something will go wrong. And so, again, a fearful world trains people subconsciously to brace for impact instead of expecting expansion. What would happen? What would happen in our world? What would happen in your world? Now, this is a real question. What would happen in your world if you were expecting expansion every day? If you expected your dreams to unfold right before your very eyes? You expected amazing things to happen. You expected abundance to flow into your life, into your bank accounts. You accepted and you accepted that the expansion would happen in every aspect of your life, that any miracles that you needed for healing in your physical body, it was there. It was just for the asking. And that everything that you're looking for, all of the safety, the love, the happiness, the joy, everything, if you expected growth, if you expected expansion, what would your life look like if you did? Instead of bracing for something to go wrong. Fear as a teacher, not a tyrant. Now, this is something I want you to write down. Write down, especially if you were not here yesterday. Go ahead and write this down. Thank you, Dom, for grabbing that daily heart me. I see you up in here. And as y'all come up in here, listen, y'all love on each other. We've already hit that mark. We already hit over 10K. So if y'all would just kind of share that bad boy out, you're absolutely right. Self-sabotaging comes next. So here it is. Fear as a teacher, not a tyrant. Fear as a teacher, not a tyrant. Fear was never designed to be a ruler. Fear was never designed to be a ruler. It was designed to be a signal. That's it. But for many of us, fear rules our lives. Anybody on here bold enough to say that if not now, but there was a point in time in their life where fear ruled them? That fear cannot distinguish between what's real danger, not distinguish between what's real danger and what is imagined. You see, when fear becomes chronic, this is really, really huge. When fear becomes chronic, it stops protecting and starts imprisoning. Every emotion is a signal note of state. Absolutely. Every emotion that you experience is a signal. And when we're talking about fear, fear is just a signal. It is a signal to the nervous system to say, hey, it's to catch your attention to say, hey, be aware. Be aware, AD. Be aware, Janet. Be aware, Mimi. Be aware, Willis. Be aware, Sunshine. Be aware, Janae. Be aware. That's all it's saying. But the problem is we experience that signal so often. We experience that signal internally. We experience that signal externally. We have all of the news. We have all of the data and the energy that feeds this fear reality. And so because of that, what happens? It stops protecting us. Fear stops protecting us and it starts to imprison. Because it starts to parameterize every decision that you make. You start to be, you're fearful of what could possibly happen. So this is really, really big. So the thing I want you to write down, fear was never designed to be a ruler. It was only designed to be a signal. Fear becomes chronic. When it becomes chronic, it stops protecting you. It stops giving you warnings and it becomes a prison. And so that season that many of us wrestle with was in our subconscious mind that we were a prisoner of our own fears. Doubt as a learned reflex. Doubt. And we're moving right along with our recap from yesterday. Doubt as a learned reflex, not as truth. Doubt as a learned reflex, not as truth. Doubt is often inherited before it is chosen. You inherited doubt. And this is big. This is really big. The subconscious mind learns doubt through broken promises. Many of us, we learned at a very young age what broken promises look like. As children, we had expectations. We had things that we wanted to experience. We had places that we wanted to go. We had relationships that we had formed. But inside of those relationships and all of that kind of stuff, what began to happen is broken promises started to show up because of the relationships that we have with our parents, our family members, folks in our tribe, people that are a part of our neighborhood. We learned at a very early age what broken promises look like. We learned what inconsistency looked like. We know what inconsistency looks like. And that broken promises, the inconsistency, and the criticism that comes along with us, it puts us in a state where unfulfilled expectations and all of these things cause us to doubt. Because when you start to experience, because what happens when you are experiencing something like disappointment, broken promises, then what does that make us start to do? It makes us to start to look at those things that come into our space, those moments and people that bring that into our space. We kind of side eye, we kind of look and be like, wait a minute. This is not, this is, you know what? I'm doubting this. And so it becomes a part of who it is that you are. And as a part of who you are, it's tough. It is tough to define something from a positive perspective when everything in your world, everything in your universe revolves around fear and now doubt. Doubt is something that you inherited, not something that you created. Being told to be realistic. is another thing that creates doubt in your world, in your subconscious mind. Many of us were beneficiaries of somebody who loved us but told us to be realistic. Be realistic. That is one of the most debilitating phrases that you could ever say. Anybody ever heard that phrase? Anybody ever spoke those words to you? Be realistic. Sunshine says, I heard that all of the time. Be realistic. What is real? Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Amy. Anybody ever heard those words before? Anybody ever sat down and it was a long lecture? They were trying to tell you to be realistic because you were sharing. You had the unmitigated gall to share your dreams, to share your aspirations, to share the big vision that you have for your life. You had big dreams, you had big goals, you had big objectives, but you were told to be realistic. And you were told to be realistic by someone that appeared to love you. They showed up as they loved you, but their myopic view of the world, their limited view of the world, they wanted to place that on you. They wanted your lenses. They wanted your lenses to be tainted like their lenses were by fear and doubt. But unfortunately, they did it so innocently. Many of them, they weren't doing it to be mean. They were doing it because they thought it was best for you so that your feelings wouldn't get hurt. Be mindful of your expectations. Don't get your hopes up too high. And so that narrative, it created a culture of doubt. And so when it does that, and especially after you get some long epistle about why you need, hey, Joy, good to see you on. You get some long epistle why you need to be realistic. And see, here's the thing I want to say real quick, and I want to move on. What is real? What is real? And it's a deeply philosophical question. But in actuality, it's everything. Because what you deem as real is based upon the assumptions you hold about the world around you and who you are within that world. And so you look at the universal law of assumption. What does the law of assumption say? Whatever you assume is real about you, whatever you assume is real about the world, whatever you assume, it shows up as real in your world. It shows up as real in your reality. And so let me break this down, especially for my newbies. Come on here. I see you, bad boy Antoine. Welcome in. Here it is. We live in an energetic universe. And because we live in an energetic universe, that universe has a language. That language is frequency. And you say, well, AD, where does that frequency come from? That language, that frequency, it comes from, in part, us. It comes from you. It comes from me. And that frequency arises out of the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience. And because we have the emotions that we experience, the thoughts we have, all of those things, I like to call them the protocols of alignment. So again, that frequency, it arises out of the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience. And because of that, it creates those things, those protocols of alignment, it creates a resonance. And that resonance is then projected out into the quantum field. The quantum field receives it and then reflects it back to us as reality. It's reflected back to us as reality. So, based upon the law of assumption and what we're talking about here, doubt, when you doubt the thing, you're bringing that vibrational frequency into the matrix of your signal. So the basis of your signal is grounded in the thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience, right? Well, if that's the case, then the world that you're experiencing out here is merely a reflection of what's going on on the inside. So if doubt is a part of the variable if doubt is a variable in the equation of your vibrational frequency, then doubt is going to tint the way you speak. Doubt is going to tint the way you think. You can feel it. And so that vibrational signal, that frequency that you're projecting out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. As you project that out, when you project that out, the reality that you're experiencing is going to be reflective of that doubt. And so it parameterizes you in the prison of fear and doubt. And so what do we want to do? We want to remove that so that we can walk in a season of being limitless. Scarcity as a nervous system state. Scarcity. What is scarcity? Scarcity is not just financial. Scarcity is scarcity. Hey, Infinity, good to see you up in here, Infinity Butterfly. Welcome in. Y'all love on Infinity, please, if you will. The very nature of scarcity is when we're lacking something. When we are lacking something, something is lacking in our life, and that lacking is a norm. The lacking is a norm. And so scarcity is not just financial, it's emotional, it's relational, it's creative, it's spiritual. A scarcity mindset keeps the nervous system in survival mode. Because many of us were born into situations where we inherited a scarcity mindset. I'm glad you did too, Glam. Many of us really wrestle with a scarcity mindset because we're so accustomed to living paycheck to paycheck. Because remember, the subconscious mind, it loves the familiar. All right, Serena, you in the building today? Come on in here. Come on in here. Many of us were born into this. We inherited it. And so if you're accustomed to looking in your bank account and it may not be enough, if you're accustomed to living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, if you get in a relationship with somebody that is accustomed to living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, those things, you create an energy matrix that is one that is based upon scarcity. And so scarcity then becomes a reality. Hey, Majestic, good to see you up in here. So scarcity becomes a reality. And because scarcity becomes a reality, here's the tough part. A scarcity mindset keeps the nervous system in survival mode. And the worst thing that you want to do is to be in survival mode, because when you're in survival mode, you are protective, you are guarded, you don't trust anything, you are not open to a whole lot of stuff. And the problem with that is that you don't feel safe. When you are in a scarcity season, you are in a survival mode. You do not say, does anybody feel safe when you're in a survival mode? Does anybody feel safe in survival mode? Exactly, Willis. And it is compounded by religion. Exactly. No, Monica. Thank you, Infinity. Thank you, Amy. No, we're not. We don't feel safe when we're in a survival season. When we're in struggle mode, we don't feel safe. And you all know, I teach it every single day. When you don't feel safe, when your nervous system doesn't feel safe, then you can't trust. When you can't trust, then you don't allow. When you don't allow, you're not open. When you're not open, you can't receive. So it's this dichotomy of living where you're constantly wanting, you have a desire to do better, to be better, to attract more wealth and abundance. That's right. That's right, Infinity. You don't trust anybody or anything. You just don't. And because you don't trust anybody or anything, it leads you down that path. It leads you down a path of pure resistance. From an energetic, emotional, mental, and spiritual perspective, you are in a state of struggle, survival, and stressed. When you are stressed, you don't feel safe. When you don't feel safe, you don't allow, you don't trust, you don't do any of those things. So you're not open to receive. It is absolutely paralyzing. And so that's why I wanted to go down these things to talk about the fear. I wanted to talk about doubt. I wanted to talk about scarcity, because these variables in the equation of your electromagnetic field cause you to be in a state of not receiving. And so that's why you constantly are in that cyclical thing, that cyclical relationship with that. So the subconscious associates scarcity with safety because it's familiar. Now, this is the crazy thing. This is where the paradox it winds up. Yes, it's draining. Willa says, I put up walls and unrealistic boundaries. And that's what happens with all of us when we allow fear, doubt, and scarcity to be a part of the matrix of how we see ourselves and what we relate to most of all. So, scarcity, the subconscious mind associates scarcity. Now, after all of this, after living in years, watch this, y'all, watch this, you got to get this, and then we're going to move on. After living like this for years, and there are many people who live like this for years. I had a season where that was my reality. And I lived like this for a very long time. So here's the problem. When you live like this over and over and over, day in and day out, what do you think about? What do you think happens to the programming of your subconscious mind? Your subconscious mind gets entrenched and ingrained in it scarcity as a model, as a way of life, as a reality. So, because the subconscious mind loves the familiar, the subconscious mind loves the what? Familiar. It loves that which it knows because that which is familiar is safe. And here's the crazy part, and we call it the uncomfortable comfort zone. So even though going from paycheck to paycheck it doesn't feel good. When you're in a scarcity mode, it doesn't feel good, but it's familiar. And because it's familiar to the subconscious mind, it actually feels safe in a weird kind of way. And so in one hand, you don't feel safe because you're not allowed to be open. But in the other thing, it's because it's normal, because you're accustomed to it at a very deep level in your subconscious mind, you feel safe there. Crazy, I know, but that's the way the subconscious mind works. How do you break out of that though? How do you break out of that? We're gonna break it. We're gonna talk about breaking out of that too. Come on. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Staying in situations that feel secure but uninspired. Staying in relationships far too long. Staying in situations that no longer serve you. And we just talked about the law of assumption and the power of inner agreement. Life tends to organize itself around what you consistently assume is true. So if you're consistently assuming, that whole devil that you know crap. Stick this business. Listen, that narrative is old and we don't fall up in here. We don't do that up in here. But we've all heard it. We've all heard it, White Bear. Deal with the devil that you know. How crazy is it staying in relationships far beyond the season that you should have stayed in it? Dealing with the devil that you know. Come on. That's the devil in and of itself. Life tends to organize itself around what you consistently assume is true about yourself. That's the law of assumption. The subconscious is loyal to identity because remember, the universe does not give us what we ask for. It gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. And so that's why we're hanging our hat on this right here. If someone identifies as struggling, abundance feels foreign and even threatening to them. So the moment you begin when life begins to go good and things are going well and abundance is flowing in, the first thing you want to do is feel nervous and start to deal with anxiety because you're afraid that it's going to disappear. Does that sound familiar? Does that resonate with anybody? If it does, put yes in the chat. Does that sound familiar? Things start to go smooth. Relationships are starting to pan out. Job opportunities opening up, all kinds of great things, great things are happening in your life. And all of a sudden you start to feel anxious. You get butterflies in your gut and you just don't know what's going on. You meet Mr. Right. And Mr. Right, because you've been dealing with Mr. Wrong and Mr. Right now and all of that, and or you deal with Miss Right, Miss Right over there. You deal with those, and then you finally meet the one. and everything is going wonderful. Everything is, I mean, like, it's so perfect that you begin to create narratives in your head and you say, this is too good. Somebody finish it. Somebody finish it for me. This is too good to be what? Come on. What is it? It's too good. It's got to be too good. It's too good to be what? Come on. Come on. What is it? Put it in the chat. It's too good to be true. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Jabs. Thank you, Antoine. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Infinity. It's too good to be true. Come on, sunshine. It's too. Hey, Lottie, good to see you up in here. It's too good to be true. Come on, Willis. It's too good to be true. And so you can see. So now you can see how I don't want to say psychotic, but you can see the psychosis that we wrestle with, because on the one hand, we desire a great relationship. We desire a wealth and abundance and all kinds of wonderful things. But the moment we start to get them, we get nervous. We start dealing with anxiety. Why? Because your nervous system is not accustomed to this. This is something new and it's foreign. I don't care if it is good. I don't care if it is great. And so what winds up happening? You wind up limiting yourself and self-sabotaging the relationship. You start self-sabotaging the business. You start doing all of those things simply because it's unfamiliar. But that ends today. That ends today. And for sure this month. And we're going to get into that in just a minute. And so, if y'all are ready to get, we've done with our recap. We're done with our recap. If y'all want to, let's go ahead and let's get to part 6. If you want to launch part 6, put 6 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. We're ready to do part 6. Put 6 in the chat. Let's go. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Jabs. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Songbirds. Thank you, Infinity. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Willis. Thank you, Lottie. Good, good, good. Thank you, Glam. Here we go. Reprogramming the subconscious mind. Y'all are there now. See, I told you I was going to help y'all get up out of here. I told you I was going to help you get to a place of being limitless. Being limitless. Reprogramming the subconscious mind for limitlessness. Always remember that the subconscious mind is where the programming lies. Put programming in the chat. Put programming in the chat. Your subconscious mind is where the programming lies. For you and for me. It is just like a computer. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. It's just like a computer. Your subconscious mind acts just like a computer. It does. And I need you to understand that. And I need you to also understand that 95% of what you experience, thank you, everybody. Thank you, sexy. 95% of what you and I experience as reality is systemic of the subconscious mind. Only 5% represents the conscious mind. And sometimes even less. But primarily 95%. It's the programming. The programming is where the programming lies. It's where all your proclivities are, where all your doubts are, where your habits are. It's where your identity rests. It's where how you truly see yourself, not how your ego sees itself. Your ego is akin to your conscious mind. Your spirit, your soul is connected to your subconscious mind. And so understanding that, when you want to make a true change and shift in your life, you have to do a system upgrade. You cannot expect to run the same programming in your subconscious mind and expect different results. What do they call that? When you continue to do the same thing over and over again, but you expect a different result. What do they call that? What do they call that? Come on, my folks. Come on. Insanity. Thank you, Lottie. What else? There you go. It's insanity. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Amy. It's insanity. Thank you, Joy. Thank you. Thank you, Summer. It is a form of insanity. And so you want to do some great things. And remember, the desire is just the invitation. It is the actual embodiment is the manifestation. It is where the event begins to happen and change and grow and shift. That's where all of it begins to take place. But it doesn't happen until you make some changes to your subconscious mind. When you change the programming, you change the outcome. If you never change the programming, if you never change the programming, you never change the outcome. Does that make sense? If that makes sense to everybody, put yes in the chat. If you don't change the programming, you will continue to get the same thing that you've always gotten. So you must change the programming. You have to update your system. You have to update the operating system. So you have to shift the subconscious mind. And until you change the subconscious mind, you are going to continue. I don't care how much willpower you have that resides in that tiny little myopic space of your conscious mind. That desire is just the invitation. Embodiment is the true place of manifestation. That's where it is. So the subconscious mind responds to repetition, emotional imagery, and authority. Those are the things that it respects. Spoken words, inner dialogue, and emotional rehearsals shape internal reality. And so as you reshape the internal dialogue, the internal narrative, externally it reflects that out into the quantum field. It projects that out into the quantum field then receives it and reflects it back to us as reality, what we experience every single day. Limitlessness begins when language shifts from reaction to intention, from allowing your circumstances in life to dictate how you move, and moving into a space where you allow your destiny to determine what decisions you make and how you move. You see the difference? There's a huge difference between allowing your circumstances to dictate who you are and how you show up every single day. That's the old programming. But when you decide to do something fresh and something new, that dialogue, that internal dialogue has to shift. It has to change because what? It influences the thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience. My words are very powerful and manifest things for myself and my family. That's it. You have to be mindful of your words. And that's why it is so powerful. Thank you for that, Summer. That's why it is so important that you realize how powerful your tongue is. And so your tongue has an internal dialogue and an external. The one that really speaks the most and often the loudest is the internal dialogue. It's not the words that always come out of your mouth. It is they're the words that never ever leave your lips, but you say them internally. It's the internal dialogue here. It's a part of that programming that consistently runs over and over and over again. But then when you have the unmitigated gall to open your mouth and to speak the thing, then you add more energy to it. That's why one of the first sessions that I love to do with my clients is quieting the noise. Because we all have to find that place within us where the noise gets quiet, where we silence all of that negative internal dialogue and we reshape it and reframe it for what it means. So, spoken words, inner dialogue, and emotional rehearsal, it helps to shape reality. Laughing at old patterns instead of getting frustrated with them, it helps to move beyond it. And we're moving in the right direction. We're moving in the right direction. If y'all are ready for part 7, put 7 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Did I just see Fabulous come up in here? Good to see you. Come on, let's go, let's go. If y'all are ready for part 7, put 7 in the chat. Put 7 in the chat. And we're right here. We're nearing the top of the hour. This is a great time. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. If this is your vibe, this might be your tribe. You know, we're already at 66,000. We're already at 66,000 likes. Excellent. Now you good, Sunshine. I see you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. We're already at 66K at the top of the hour. So that means we're tracking tracking and trending right on along for us to hit our 100K mark. So we're right on task for that. Thank y'all so much. If we have any newbies in the building, if we got any newbies up in here, let us know that you're newbies. Simply put newbie in the chat. We don't bite. Don't be scared. We want to know where you are, where you're from, and all that kind of good stuff. And we want to celebrate you for being in here with us. So whether you're here on YouTube or whether you're here on TikTok, where Lottie is a newbie, y'all love on Lottie. Y'all love on Lottie. So glad to have you up in here with us, superstar. Y'all love on Lottie. Anybody else? Anybody else? Any other newbies? Come on, come on. Don't be shy. Come on, don't be shy. And so while y'all are doing that, and y'all celebrate Lottie and celebrate any of the other newbies that we've not acknowledged already. So thank y'all so much for doing what you do. There are 3 ways to engage with us. There are 3 ways to engage with us. Thank you, Glam, for grabbing that daily heart, man. I truly appreciate it. I see Nikki coming up in here. Welcome in, Nikki. Welcome in. There are 3 ways to engage with us. Every single day, Monday through Thursday. Nikki has her late slip. Nikki has her late slip, so go ahead and do that. Um, Here we go. There are 3 ways of engagement with us. The first one is to simply come hang out with us every single day, Monday through Thursday, from 12 to 2. That's right. Monday through Thursday, 12 to 2. So when you come in here, make sure that you're able to, enjoy yourself and get this good conversation. And so this takes you, it kind of helps ground you and helps to constantly move you in the right direction of the life that you want for yourself. Now, the second thing, and so that is and Janae, well, you still in here, Janae? You still in here, Janae, on here in YouTube? If you are, you know what time it is. Let's go. So that's the first thing, is to come here as often as you can, Monday through Thursday from 12 to 2. So excellent. The second thing, if this is your vibe, this might be your tribe, I want to invite you to become a part of the Oasis. I'm going to invite you to become a part of the Oasis. Hold on just one second, y'all. Hold on just one second. Excellent. Just one second. Just one second. Excellent. All right. Excellent. I don't know where Janae is. Maybe she got lost. I had to put somebody out. Yeah, you got caught up. Yeah, I had to go ahead and put them out. They was doing too much. All right, here we go. And so the next thing is if this is your vibe, this might be your tribe. I want to invite you to become a part of the Oasis. The Oasis is our channel on Discord. That's right. It's our channel on Discord. And Discord, if you want to be in, let's tell you what we got going on in there. It's absolutely amazing. Every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go ahead and put that on your calendars. Pull your calendars out. Every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do the virtual, we do a Monday morning meditation. And that Monday morning meditation is a powerful time where you get to set your intentions and all that kind of stuff. So let's make sure that you get in there and put that in your calendar so you're going to be a part of that experience. The next thing is that we have guided meditations that are pre-recorded. We have hypnosis sessions that are pre-recorded. We have, we're in there. We have a women's safe space where women come together and they share ideas and things together. They have their ladies' conversations, and that's so graciously moderated by our very own Janae, and she's really curating some really powerful information in there, so you don't want to miss that. It's really an awesome opportunity to be connected. And so in order to become a part of the Oasis, the easy way to do it, the first thing is that you can just click right here. Just click this picture, this good looking guy right there. And when you click that picture, all you have to do is to become a super fan. And the moment you become a super fan, TikTok will actually send you an invitation to actually join the Discord, join the Oasis inside of the Discord. And so, and the other way is that you say, hey, AD, I'm having a moment, I'm having a struggle, I'm struggling financially, or I'm struggling technically. And so if somebody needs to help you to get into the Oasis, we'll definitely do that. And all you have to do is reach out to one of our moderators, either Fine Wine, Mimi, or Janae, and they'll help you to get into the Oasis. Or you can even message me, and we'll help you get in there too. So excellent. The next level, the highest level of engagement with us is when you become a member of the Oasis Mind Spa. And so I want to invite you to become a part of the Oasis Mind Spa. The Oasis Mind Spa is if you it's either you do one or two things. You either work one-on-one with me. That's right. If you work one-on-one with me, and okay, I got you. I got you, fine wine. Go ahead and take care of what you need to take care of. All right, good deal. Everything will be fine. And so the next thing is that you're a part of our virtual hypnosis experience. And so get your calendars out. Get your calendars out. Go ahead and put this in there. Here we go. February is Wednesday, February the 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Write that down. Write that down. You don't want to miss it. It is February the 25th. February the 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm hosting the virtual hypnosis experience, and it's going to be a powerful time. And who's the virtual hypnosis experience for? It's for those who are saying, y'all be like, you know what, AD, I kind of, I want to try this hypnosis thing out. It's a perfect opportunity to do that. You do it in the safety of your own home. And so it's a wonderful time. And this month's theme is what we've been talking about today. This month's theme for the virtual hypnosis experience is limitless. Living a life beyond doubt, fear, and scarcity. That is our theme. That's our goal. That's what we're going to be doing. So you're going to be empowered to live a life. We will work on removing those fears, move those doubts. And this is huge. This is a huge event, and you don't want to miss it. So go ahead and do the registration. When you do the registration, follow the directives of our mods. When you do the registration is normally $95. It's normally $95 to do, and that in and of itself is a wonderful price point. However, because you guys have been hanging out with me here on TikTok and enjoying our time together, I'm gonna give it to you for $49. So go ahead, and how you get it for $49 is when you do the registration, all you have to do is to put OMS 49 in the discount section. That's it. OMS 49 in the discount code section, and you get it. You get it for $49. So we're talking about a life-changing event, that will change everything about it. Will help to remove those doubts. It will help to remove those fears, and to help you evolve from a state of emotion, wrestling with scarcity. So you want to be limitless. You don't want to miss that. So it's a great opportunity to do that. So I'm excited about that too. Now, for those of you who want to work with me one-on-one, I'm about to put a note. Listen, pause right here. If you're not serious, do not fill this out. And because what is beginning to happen as I am, I'm trying to help people they say they want me to work with them one-on-one, but you fill out the form and then you don't finish the entire process. If you're not serious about it, if you're not serious about your own betterment, if you're not serious about taking your life to the next level, don't touch this. Don't touch this banner. But if you are dead serious and you're ready to really, really take your life to the next level and work with me one-on-one, here is your opportunity. I'm about to pin this up here now. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that white banner down there? Can y'all see it where it says fill out the form? Y'all see it? Can y'all see it? Okay, great. Thank you, Joy. And so if you can see that, go ahead and complete that. If you want to work, it'll be up here for another 10 seconds. And then once it goes away, there's a little checkbox thing. There's like a little orange, little check. If you want to continue to access it, it's right there. So fill it out in its entirety. Then you'll be prompted to schedule your discovery session and all that kind of stuff. Just kind of follow the entire process, and you'll be good to go, and we'll take care of you. The last thing, and then we're going to go ahead and start our get back with our topic for today. If any part of this has resonated with you at any meaningful level, I'm going to pin this here. Do y'all see where it says Cracking the Abundance Code right here in the TikTok shop? Do y'all see that? I authored the book, Cracking the Abundance Code, and it has been, thank you so much, Mimi. Thank you, Joy. And so if you have not grabbed your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, go ahead and grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, because it is going to help you to move beyond a season of scarcity, lack, and want. And so, Cracking the Abundance Code, I wrote so that many people would have the same access to the abundance that I had so beautifully enjoyed over the years. And even under, having transparent moments where I had my own season of struggle. But here I show you that you've been doing the work, but to a great degree, what's been holding you back are the limiting beliefs. Like we've been talking about fear, doubt, scarcity mindset, all of those are limiting beliefs. So in Cracking the Abundance Code, the very first chapter is what? Is on limiting beliefs. And I help you to understand what those limiting beliefs are and how you can move beyond them. And so I spend a good time in chapter 1 talking about that, how to address it. The second chapter is on the second chapter here is on quantum leaping into your wealthy identity. You want to grab a copy. You want to grab a copy of this because this is how you understand what is going on in your space, what's going on in your life, and how you can quantum leap from where you are now to where it is that you're going to be. And it's so in alignment with what we're talking about for this month's virtual hypnosis experience. It is like perfect. It's like perfect timing for all of it. And then the last thing I want to share with you in Cracking the Abundance Code is that there's a 21-day roadmap in here for Cracking the Abundance Code. There's a 21-day roadmap. It's like having me with you step by step, day by day, and I'm showing you exactly what it is that you need to be doing in order to begin that process of walking in your abundance. So grab your copy. When you grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, I'm going to sign it. I'm going to personalize it. I'm going to put your name in here. I'm going to also put a little gift in there, and I'm going to ship it out to you ASAP. So go ahead and get that squared away. Hey, Monique, good to see you up in here. Go ahead and grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code now, and we'll ship that out to you today. Where my meditation people at? Show me where you are. Show me where you are. If that's you, put me in the chat. Thank you, Monique, for the daily heart. I truly appreciate it. Meditation saved my life. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Meditation saved my life. And so I wanted to share with you right now is a set of candles, what we call a triple bliss meditation candle set. Anything that I offer you, it is going to be designed to be impactful at at a true meaningful level in your life. And so what you'll find with the abundance candles, there are 3 candles. So the very first one is about abundance. And so these candles are 100% soy-based candles. That's right. They're 100% natural soy-based candles. Can y'all see this white banner down here where it says Triple Bliss Meditation Set? Can y'all see it? If y'all can see it, just put yes right there. If you can see it, great. Now, so each one of these candles is 100%, thank you, Mimi. Each one of these candles is 100% natural soy. It has a cotton wick, and they smell absolutely amazing. and each one of the candles have essential oils that are in alignment with the intention of the candle. So this particular candle is based on abundance. So it's designed to help you attract abundance. How? Because the essential oils that are a part of it, we have lemongrass, bergamot, and we have lodestone oil. If you don't know what a lodestone is just the magnet. And so we have magnetized lodestone oil inside of the candle. So from a vibrational standpoint, it helps you to attract wealth and abundance. So that's the abundance candle. And it smells, this one smells really good. This is a new batch that just came out. And these are not some candles that we buy from somewhere and we turn around and resell them here on the TikTok shop. No, we actually pour and we make these in-house. So the very first candle in the Triple Bliss set is the abundance candle. The very next one is a favorite of mine. It is the heal candle. So we have abundance, we have healing. This candle right here is infused with essential rose oil. The essential rose oil, it is absolutely powerful because when you understand aromatherapy, come here. When you understand aromatherapy, the essential oil of rose is very healing. It's very, very high vibrational, and it is designed to heal abundance and all of the kind of stuff. It's designed to you light all three of them every day. No, and so many of you already have. Hey Scarlett, good to see you on. Many of you already have your candle set. But those of you who don't, you are missing out on it. You are missing out, and you don't want to keep missing out. The Triple Bliss set, The second one in the triple bliss set is the heal candle. It has the essential rose oil, high vibrational, excellent for healing mentally, emotionally, and physically. You definitely want to have that. And then last but not least is our happy candle. And you can't attract wealth and abundance and you miserable. It just doesn't make sense. So inside of this one, it's infused with lemon verbena, which is excellent to raise your mood, to raise your vibrational frequency, to feel better. And it smells absolutely amazing because it's in alignment with the one and only happy. And so again, you can't be happy, you can't attract the wealth and abundance, and you're not happy. So then you get all three candles for this same for the 39 bucks. You get all three. You can't get this type of intention candle at all. You can't get one for that price point that you get all three. So go ahead and order those today, and we'll ship those out. So we celebrate you. If y'all are ready to get back started on our talk, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm going to go ahead and unpin these bad boys really, really quickly and from live, because we're not going to continue to talk about it the entire time. We just take a few moments to share it, and then we keep going. All right, excellent. So thank y'all so much. And we are on part 7. And so, I always try to incorporate some spiritual traditions. Hey, Leslie, good to see you on. I always try to incorporate some spiritual traditions in this process. And so, spiritual intelligence during a time like this. So, as you're moving into a space of understanding, not only understanding that you're limitless, but beginning to walk in your power of being limitless. To attract abundance, to attract happiness, joy, healing, all of the things that you want to experience. You have to, what I'm offering is not new. It may have a new twist on it. The way I'm sharing it might have my own flavor. But these things are not new. They're the same things that spiritual traditions all around the world have been touting for eons. And so just really quickly, in Ifa, chaos is often the womb of transformation. That's right. In Ifa, it says that chaos is often the womb of transformation, not punishment. This supports what we were talking about during our understanding that the journey may be long, it may be hard, it may be arduous, but the journey is absolutely worth it. And so in this, it's not understanding that it's not punishment is very vital. Stillness is not passivity. It's not being passive just because you sit still and you get quiet. What you're doing is you're retraining the mind and your nervous system to feel safe. Because when you're safe, you can trust. When you can trust, you can allow. When you allow, you're open. When you open, you can receive. And so it is important to get still. So again, stillness is not passivity. It is actually strategic clarity. It's very, very strategic. So when you get quiet and you do the meditations and you do your meditation, that's why every Monday morning when we do Monday morning meditation at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do it with intentionality. And as we get into that place, it is not just to be quiet just for quiet's sake. It is literally a strategic tool that we use. It's strategic. Even in Christianity, it's repeatedly talked in front of crowds. We talked about major moments, not to escape, but to realign. In the Bhagavad Gita, it reminds us that action without attachment is the highest form of power. Don't be attached to these outcomes. Don't be so attached. Don't be so attached to where you start being frustrated with when things start to go wrong or when the world is not giving you exactly what it is that you ask for. Instead of getting frustrated, because frustration is a vibrational frequency. Frustration is a frequency. Frustration is a signal. And so when you send that frustration signal out into the quantum field, what do you think you're going to receive back? More frustration, opportunity for more frustration. All right? If y'all are ready for part 8, put 8 in the chat. Let's go. We are moving along today. We might What? We might finish early. Mimi, watch this. Mimi, we might finish early today. Watch Mimi. Watch she cut up. Watch her cut up. Anybody want to get out of class early today? Oh gosh. Come on, come on. Look at me. Uh-huh. See how Mimi loves the foolishness? Thank you, Monique. Who wants to stay in here the whole time? Who wants to stay? Who want to get out? Who want to get out of class early? We all let's make Mimi mad. Let's make Mimi mad. Oh God, I love it. Here's 8. Emotional mastery. Emotional mastery. Emotional mastery as the new wealth. I do have to cut out early for an appointment today. Yeah, right, Amy. I'm just teasing you, Amy. You probably do have somewhere to go. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. Amy got her get out of jail free card. She got her little note where she can go. All right, here we go. Emotional mastery as the new wealth. You know, and one thing that I learned in EFA, and EFA is that wealth is not seen in totality as, like money. Like having great health, having wonderful relationships, having children that are thriving and doing well, having a beautiful home, a wonderful family, a wonderful wife, a wonderful husband. These are the things that are considered wealthy. To be kind, to be a good person, that's actually considered to be currency. You know what I'm talking about, Janet? Janet, you still up in here? And so understanding that emotional mastery is so vital, because there we go. So you feel me what I'm saying, don't you, Janet? And so it's really important that you understand that wealth and abundance is not just about money. It's about all of the other beautiful things that happen in our lives. Because here's the thing: how many of us, we've been privy to people's lives who may have an exceeding amount of money, but they're miserable. They have terrible children, terrible families, all types of addictions and things that are just not good for them. Not based upon, and I'm not judging anybody at all. Trust me, when I tell you. No, what I'm saying is I'm talking about themselves, how they present themselves and how they talk about their lives. And money is not the major variable in the equation when it comes to happiness. Now, my dad may not agree. He wouldn't agree, because I told you what he said on yesterday. He would always say, you show me a man who says money can't buy happiness, and I'll show you a man who doesn't know where to shop. So that was his little cute, but he was dead serious. He was dead serious about that thing. But in my experience, I found that abundance is more so a tool. Exactly, money is a tool. Health is the real wealth. Your relationships are the real wealth that you have. Your family, the people that love you and that you love them, they are your health. They are your wealth. So true abundance begins right here, though. But this is the key: emotional mastery as true wealth. Because when you can control your emotions, when you master your emotions, that means, because we know what emotion is. What is emotion? Emotion is energy in motion. I'm going to say that again. What is emotion? Emotion is energy in motion. And we already know that where our focus goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. So where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. And so emotional mastery is vital for us. Because that energy, when it begins to move emotionally, when that energy begins to move in some direction, something is going to happen. Focus, energy, manifestation. There you go, Antoine. True abundance begins with emotional regulation and self-trust. Self-trust. Trusting yourself. Trusting yourself to be okay. Trusting yourself to love on yourself. Trusting yourself to be the version of you that you needed when you were a kid growing up. Be the version that you've needed. Be the version that you needed. Be the version that you all be the version of you that you need. Be for yourself what you need instead of looking outside of yourself for that thing. So emotional mastery is the new wealth. When emotions are mastered, decisions become clean, clear, and aligned. Thank you, Fabulous. Thank you. Good to see you on, Superstar. And you know, I like when I see my flames going across the screen. When emotions are mastered, decisions become clean and aligned, clean and aligned, clean and aligned. The subconscious stops fighting when it feels safe. The subconscious, it stops fighting. It stops resisting when it feels safe. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Amy, for my paper crane. I truly appreciate you. The subconscious, it stops fighting when it feels safe, when it feels seen and directed. Directed by what? Directed by purpose. Directed by a passionate purpose so that you can be in alignment, because alignment is all of this. And see, this is the trick of the world, so to speak. If I can get you out of alignment, watch this now. If I can get you out of alignment, I can control you better. And when I say out of alignment, I mean aligned with your authentic self, aligned with your divine purpose and intent. When you are in alignment with your divine purpose and intent, and you're walking solidly in it, you cannot stop the overflow. You are limitless. When you're walking in your gifts, you're limitless. When you're walking in your divine purpose and intent, when you're walking in your passionate purpose, you are in a season of being limitless. But if I can get you out of alignment, oh boy, I got you. I got you. If you step out of alignment with your passionate purpose, that means that you're acquiescing to something else that is outside of you. You're aligning with a job. You're aligning with somebody else's wishes, somebody else's goals for your life, somebody else's aspirations for you, and not yourself. But if I can get you to ever get into alignment, thank you, Monica, for the roses. If I can ever get you into alignment with your divine purpose, your divine intent, and you begin to walk in it, the things that will change in your life will be absolutely miraculous, and you will be limitless, because the thoughts that you have will be different. The words that you speak will be different. The actions that you take every single day will be different, and the emotions that you experience will be very different. And so you'll be different because you're creating a new resonance, a new vibrational frequency. And that frequency that is new is projected out into the quantum field. The quantum field receives it, and it will be reflected back to you as a new reality that you are limitless. Write limitless in the chat. Write limitless in the chat. Write limitless in the chat. In fact, no, make it good. I'm limitless. Put that in the chat. I'm limitless. Everything flows to me easily and effortlessly. I'm limitless. There are no bounds or chains on you. You are limitless. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, limitless. Go on and say that, Leslie. Go on and put that in there. Go on and put it in there. Put it in there, Wallace. Thank you, Willis. I appreciate it. There you go, Monica. Thank you, Glam. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Fabulous. Thank you, Antoine. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Sunshine. I'm limitless. Thank you, Monique. You got to keep saying that to yourself. You got to keep saying that through yourself. And you show up that way because of your emotional mastery. The subconscious stops fighting when it feels safe, seen, and directed, responding instead of reacting during conflict. I am limitless. A regulated nervous system creates a magnetic presence. Write that down. Write that down. If you wrote nothing down today, write this down, write it down, write it down, write it down. A regulated nervous system creates a magnetic presence. Thank you, Dinah. I see you up in here. Welcome in, superstar. That's it. I I am limitless. And so write this down. A regulated nervous system creates a magnetic presence. A regulated nervous system creates a magnetic presence. Thank you, Diana. A regulated nervous system. How do you regulate it? You regulate your nervous system by controlling your emotional state. Being a master is called, we call it EQ, emotional intelligence. When emotional intelligence is high, negative vibrations are low. You increase your vibrational frequency and you begin to live and walk in a higher state of reality. Abundance begins to flow easily and effortlessly. Healing begins to happen without thought. When you feel safe, when your nervous system feels safe, when your body is softened and it feels that everything is okay or going to be okay, then the nervous system can stop creating and producing cortisol, and it can relish in the fact that it is producing serotonin, dopamine, oxytocins, the feel-good hormones in your nervous system. And when you begin to put those things in your nervous system, your body changes. And we understand from epigenetics that when you change the environment, you change the gene. And so from a reality standpoint, when you change your mind, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you change that, come on, let me cook now. When you change that part of you, when you upgrade your operating system, and you move into a new season where you begin to embody, not just talk about it. The embodiment is the true manifestation. The desire is just the invitation. So yes, you desire shift. Yes, you desire change, but are you embodying the change? Because the universe does not give to us what we ask for. It gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. And right now, through emotional mastery, where that energy is flowing, it's moving in a direction that's going to cause manifestation to happen in your life at an amazing way. Thank you, Monique. Thank you. Thank you. Embodiment is the true manifestation. Thank you. Thank you, Fabulous. Thank you, Fabulous. A regulated nervous system creates a magnetic presence. You want to be magnetic, don't you? Oh, I like that. Listen, Dinah says, watch this, watch this, watch this. This is good. Thank you, Dinah. Over here, our YouTube family. This is where our academicians live, over here on YouTube. Dinah says, epigenetics also means that your children will be influenced by how you live your own life. So, not only are you the beneficiary of you shifting, changing, and becoming, so are your family members, your children, the people that are in your space. They become influenced because you've not only changed the environment within your internal self, you have changed the environment around you. You have cultivated a space to which your children can then begin to celebrate their own self, their own greatness, their own gifts, their talents. And so when you begin to walk in that space, listen, now you're talking about generational wealth. Look at this right here. Now you're talking about generational wealth. And we're not just talking about financially, but we're talking about emotionally. Come on, Dinah. We're talking about it emotionally. That's wealth. Having a family situation where there's love, having a home where there's nurturing, where there's true care and true consideration. This is true wealth and abundance in our lives. And see, this is the new currency that we need to operate in. And trust me, I'm not a person that is opposed to financial wealth and abundance. Trust me when I tell you, I love my relationship with money. And my relationship with money loves me. But at the same token, I am wise enough to realize what real wealth is. It's the totality of your life, the quality of your existence day in and day out. And again, when you cultivate an environment within you of shift, change, and growth, you give permission to the people around you to shift, change, and to grow. Now, yes, some of them may not want you to grow too much. They may not want you to outpace or outgrow them. I get it. It's okay because they want you where they are accustomed to seeing you be. I get it. It happens. But ladies and gentlemen, you continue on that path. You continue to celebrate yourself in the small wins and the big wins. You continue to love on yourself more and more and more. The environment, just the dude says, the environment around is extremely good. How can I? Oh, it's how can you change it? And so listen, you don't necessarily have to change the environment, but you can influence the environment by your vibrational frequency. Hey, Lisa T, good to see you on up in here. You can change your environment by you radiating light. It's like walking in. Let me give you an example, just a dude. Let me give you an example. I'm gonna give you, watch this. It's like walking into a dark room. When you walk into a dark room, the room is dark. You can't see. You're unsure. You have to walk kind of careful because you may not know where everything is. But the moment you turn on a light in that room, fear leaves, doubt leaves. The moment you turn on the light. So now, did you do anything to the room other than, but what you did, you made an adjustment with yourself. So just the dude, what you have to do in an environment that may not be so great, what you have to do is to turn on your light. Because in the presence of light, darkness can never prevail. In the presence of light, darkness can never prevail. In the presence of light, darkness can never prevail. So when you turn on your light, it illuminates the entire space around you, thus changing the environment. But you didn't touch the environment, you only changed yourself. Because you walked in who you truly were, enlightened. There it is. There it is. So that's how you change. That's how you shift. That's how you grow. That's how the environment around you shifts and changes, and your children become the beneficiary. Your family becomes the beneficiary. The people in your house, your neighborhood, your community, the people that you know, people that you don't even know, they see you living your life beautifully, and it gives them opportunity. Hey, Sean, good to see you. It gives them opportunity and license. Listen, there's no greater gift than you can give your children and the people that you love license to truly be themselves. You can't. And so that's what we're doing when we're talking about shifting and upgrading the programming of the subconscious mind to where we're no longer walking in fear, no longer walking in doubt, no longer walking in scarcity. We are limitless. We have no bounds that we have on ourselves except for the ones that we put on ourselves. That's right. Create the blueprint. Thank you, J Boss, for grabbing that daily heart me. I truly appreciate you being up in here. That's the nature of this thing. That's the nature of what we're doing. If y'all are ready for part 9, put 9 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Fabulous. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. We about to be up out here. We're going to be out of here early today, y'all. And Mimi is happy about that. Especially we already hit 100K. Yeah, she's already celebrating. Thank you. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate you. Thank you, Willis. Thank you. Thank you, some leaps. Identity expansion and quantum leaps. Quantum leaps do not happen by effort. They don't happen by effort. They happen by identity shifting. And that's what we've been talking about. You missed the bus, Leslie. You came late to school. Here we go. Come on, y'all. Identity expansion. Remember, the universe does not give us what we ask for. It gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. If you see yourself as wealthy and happy, you begin to attract that wealth and all of that stuff into your space. Thank you, Dinah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Quantum leaps don't happen by effort, they happen by identity shift. The subconscious mind releases old timelines when a new self feels inevitable. Note my words here. Come here. Come here. Real close. You want to shift timelines. Hold that your coming of is inevitable. Hold that everything that you have seen for yourself is inevitable. Like the abundance that you've seen for yourself, it's inevitable. The book that you're writing, the lives that you're going to change, it's inevitable. That's right, say them out loud. It's inevitable that you live your best life. It's inevitable that you're going to be healed. It's inevitable that you'll have the love of your life. It's inevitable that you'll have the house, the car, the love, the joy, the healing, the happiness, whatever it is that you've seen for yourself. When you begin to hold it as inevitable and you're sold out to it and you start to embody it every single day and you not only speak it, but you be it. And just, yes, you may have a moment you say, well, God doggone it, AD, my bank account don't look like what I'm talking about. That's all right. What do we say around here? Be it till you what? Come on. What do we say? Put it in here. Put it in the chat. Be it until you what? Come on. Come on. Put it in there. Be it until you put it down. Put it down. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. There you go. Thank you, Nina. Be it till you see it. Be it till you see it. Be it till you see it. Come on, Mimi. Be it till you see it. Thank you, Monique. Be it till you see it. Because the universe doesn't give us what we ask for. It gives to us based upon how you see yourself. So you have to be it. So be what? It is inevitable that you become a multimillionaire. It is inevitable that your body will be healed. It is inevitable that you will embody everything that you've ever seen for yourself. That's it. That's it. Be it until you see it. Letting go of who you were is often harder than creating who you're becoming, and we understand that. That's why it is so important to have the system upgrade. That's why I'm doing the virtual hypnosis experience this month. And the theme is Limitless. That's why do your registration. Go ahead and do the registration early because a lot of people are going to do this, are going to be a part of this virtual hypnosis experience. Go ahead and do that registration early. You don't want to miss it. And then I'm giving it away for $49. You don't want to miss it. Go ahead and take advantage of it. All right, let's go. Letting go of who you were is often harder than creating who you're becoming. And that's what we're going to be doing when we start to let go fear, doubt, and scarcity. Outgrowing relationships, roles, and habits. That's the tough part too, because you have to balance it. That's right. That's right, Willis. We have to speak it into existence. You have to speak it into existence. Feeling lonely at the edge of expansion. It's natural. To feel like, listen, how many of you right now are going through, this is what I'm going to do a quick assessment. How many of you right now feel as if you are alone in this process? Because you have decided to move along a new path and to create something fresh and new for yourself. How many of you feel like you're by yourself? Put me in the chat if that's you. Thank you, Dinah. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, everybody. And see, it's good that, and I see where 50 and flourishing. It says, yes, I'm by myself, but she's okay with it. You and your son, by yourself. Thank you, Dinah. I still want to invite you. I want to invite you to become a part of the Oasis because you're not by yourself. You have a whole tribe of people that think like you, that will celebrate you, not tolerate you. A group of people that's just, we don't have a judgment for you. We just have encouragement for you. Never judgment. Just love, just being, and a path to your inner self so that you can become the best version of yourself. If you want to become a part of the Oasis, let us know and we'll get you in there. All right. We're almost done. Limitless is not arrogance. It's not about arrogance. It's just about remembrance. It's about remembering who it is that you are. Yes, you've had quite a few to fall by the wayside. It happens as we move along, as we begin to grow. Listen, thank you, Monique. Yes, I'm really thankful for this tribe too. I really, really am. And so, limitless is not arrogance; it's remembrance. Who are you becoming? Who you are becoming. A limitless life is practice, living beyond fear, doubt, and scarcity daily. What do you have to do? What do you have to do? These are some of the things. And if y'all already put 10 in the chat, if y'all ready for part 10, put 10 in the chat. We getting ready to get up out of here shortly. We're almost done. Living beyond fear, doubt, and scarcity every single day. Thank you. Thank you. A limitless life is practice, not perfected. It's not perfected. A limitless life is just practice every single day. We just do what we do, and it has to be in alignment. To unleash your unlimitlessness, when you want to step into that place of limitlessness, I'm going to advise you to make sure that you are in alignment with your passionate purpose. Small internal shifts, just small internal shifts compound into massive external changes. Because we know the universal law of correspondence says, as within, so without. So when you change what's happening inside, the outside changes too. When I say outside, I'm talking about your reality, what you're experiencing every single day. It changes. It shifts in, it shifts out. Choosing curiosity over fear rewires the brain for expansion. Choosing curiosity over fear. And so here's a little quick trick that I like to use. And so when you wind up, when you kind of struggling with something, just ask yourself, especially emotionally, ask yourself, why is it that I experienced that? I wonder why I feel this way sometimes. I wonder why I feel a little nervous. And do a little deep dive exploration, but do it lightheartedly. Just become curious about it. And curiosity stops negativity dead in its track. Dead in its tracks. You can simply ask a question, well, how did I get here? When you're struggling with a moment, when you're struggling with a season, you say, well, how did I get here? And how do I do this? How do I move beyond this moment? Is there anything that I have to do, or should I just love on myself just a little bit more? Curiosity changes everything. Curiosity changes everything. Choosing trust over doubt. It literally calms the nervous system. Choosing to trust over doubt. It calms the nervous system. And when you calm the nervous system, you already know what happens when you calm the nervous system. The nervous system begins to feel safe. It begins to open. That's what it does. Choosing abundance over scarcity expands perception. Being mediocre is easy for a lot of people. Like Stark right there. Like right there. Like the little boy that's playing on our live. Let me help you with something. You'll do better playing in traffic than playing in here. Because obviously the way you see yourself is a very myopic view. And that myopic view causes you to myopically appear in someone's live because you don't have one yourself. And you continue to be myopic. And so we're going to let you just be that until Janae puts you out of here. But it's okay because you are going to get up out of here. Oh, all right, let's go back to this. Here we go. So choosing trust over doubt calms the nervous system. Choosing abundance over scarcity expands perception. And as you expand perception, because remember, you want to get your nervous system to a place where you begin to accept expansion. Expansion becomes normal. Expansion becomes your reality. Expansion becomes simply the best version of you. Expansion, expansion, expansion. Just 1 second. Oh boy, there we go. Voila. Janae wasn't moving fast enough for me. Oh God, here we go. So choosing abundance over scarcity expands perception. It expands it because that's what we want. We want the expansion. We want the expansion. We want the expansion. Limitless is not about bending to some destination. It's not. It's not about. It's not about. It's not about the destination. It's not a destination. It's the way of you showing up. How you're going to show up. How you're going to show up for you. Your limitless is different from my limitless because the journey that you're on is different from my journey. That's how that works. And we celebrate the fact that each and every one of our journeys, each one of our paths is very, very different. You are not here to merely survive these times. You are here to thrive, my friends. You are here to thrive. You are here to become the absolute best version of yourself. You're here to lead energetically. Did you hear what I said? You are here to lead energetically. Your life has a light. Your life has a light. Your life has a light. And as that life has a light, you have to be the better version of yourself because there are so many people relying on you. They're relying on you. Just that simple. They are relying on you. They're relying on your light. They rely on you to become the better version of yourself. The world does not need more fear-based thinkers. There's no myopic view of the world from your perspective because you're beginning to walk in something that's much larger and much grander. The world does not need more fear-based thinkers. It needs embodied, regulated, and conscious humans who remember who they are. It's just that simple. And I don't know where Janae is today. Like Janae is on a whole nother path. Maybe she got kicked out of something. I don't know. But baby, let me tell you something. Yes, sir. There it is. Son, yeah, yeah. And so the world needs you to become the better version of yourself. It's just that simple. The world needs you to become the better version of yourself. And the most rebellious and radical thing that you can do right now is to live well. No, like for real. The best thing that you can do right now for broken, busted people, the best thing that you can do now for people that are negative, the best thing that you can do for people who want to live in a fear-based reality and want you to be a part of that too, the best thing that you can do is to live good. The best thing that you can do is to thank you, Willis. I appreciate that. In fact, yeah. Yeah. That's true, Mimi. But this is the greatest season for you. This is the greatest season for your life. And listen, you don't have to bend or acquiesce to anything that is beneath how you see yourself. And so being limitless is you walking in your authenticity, divorced of fear, divorced of doubt, and divorced of scarcity. I think we did good today. Thank y'all. And listen, we up out of here a little bit early. Now, I know Mimi wanted us to be out here maybe like 30 minutes ago. But no, we celebrating this part. We are out. We are getting out early. Listen, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Listen, we're going to go ahead and get ready to kick our after party off here on TikTok. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Listen, thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Willis. Thank you so much. No, you are right, Janae. We struggled today. We struggled today. Listen, so we are going to let because we got all of these people have been playing in your streets for real, Janae. Like I've had to block at least 4 people today. So listen, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and let our YouTube family go because we're getting ready to kick off our Friday after party over here. So yes, thank you so very much, our YouTube family. We love you so much. They just won't let us play our music over here like we love to without getting copyright infringements and stuff like that. So we're gonna come over here on the TikTok and we're gonna party out and ride out because we've hit 126,000 likes. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We did it for sure. There it is. All right. So thank you so very much. I will see you guys later. Much love. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love our YouTube family. I appreciate you guys for being in here with us today. And we'll be back on Monday. We're back on Monday. We're back on Monday. All right? We're good to go. So I'm going to say farewell and enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend. And I hope to see you in the virtual, see you in the Oasis for Monday morning's meditation. All right? We'll see you then. Thank you, thank you, thank you.